Hello there. My name is Kris Amerikos. I think you already know that because you're in this group. And today I just wanted to come on here, do this live video, and just talk to people who are part of this community, part of this group, who've maybe joined recently, who have seen some lessons online, or maybe have just seen some advertisements and decided to join this group. And I want to say thank you for supporting us, for supporting the group, and for supporting the mission overall that we have, which is we want to teach 10 million people to speak English fluently. Yeah, that's our mission. And we're doing a good job so far. We've reached about 150,000 people. And so it's a really good start, but we're still trying to reach a lot more people. So it's really important that all of you who are out there support us, and I really want to say thank you for that. Now, I see that there's about 87 people watching right now. What I want you to do is I want you to write in the comment section under this video and ask any question that you want to ask. It can be about English, probably it'll be about English, but it can be any question that you want. All right, so just type your questions into the comment section and I will read them and then I'll answer them right now. If we need to, I'll even use this small crooked board behind me. All right. So Andre says, hi, Kris. Tell me, how are you doing? Great first question. I'm doing great. Thank you. And it's a great question to ask too. How are you doing, right? We don't always have to say, how are you? We can say, how are you doing? How's it going? It's good questions. Thanks, Andres. And how are you? It's only polite, right? I need to ask for the other person too, for them to answer. So Andres, how are you doing? So Ahmed says, I need someone to talk with to develop my language. Well, Ahmed, I'm sure you know this already, but we have this program called Everyday English. And I'm just going to send the link right now in the chat. But it's really the best program out there. And this program will let you speak with me and with other teachers and other students from around the world every day, 8 times every day. You can join and practice speaking. Okay, let's see. Gisela says, could you have some tips on how to improve my listening? Okay, so a lot of times when people have trouble with listening, they are having trouble understanding sounds. And I want you to focus on just the sounds that people are saying when you're listening to them. So stop thinking about the letters. Start thinking about the sounds. And also, you need to find something to listen to in English that is very important to you or close to you, something that you can put into your real life. All right. Wow, over 200 people. This is great. Thank you, everybody, for the support and for joining this call today, this live video. Okay, Carlos says, how much time can I learn English in your course? So you can join as many lessons as you want. You can join every day, 8 times a day. If we have more lessons on some days, then you can join more. So you can join all the lessons that you want in the month. So you just pay for 1 month and then that's it. So I'm going to send a link to Everyday English again here in the chat. All right. Okay, Christian says, hi, Kris. Good morning from good afternoon from Colombia. I love your videos. Thank you, Christian. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and I'll keep making more videos because you tell me that you like it. So great. Thank you. Let's see. I see some people saying, hi, I'm from Thailand. How are you doing today? Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Liana says, what book in English to read for a beginner? So for beginners, we want to try to read something called Graded Readers. Graded Readers. Graded Readers are classic books that are written in simple language. Great. Okay. Aisha says, I'm very weak in listening. How can I improve my listening skills? Right. So, you know, listening is about having a communication with having some kind of communication with other people, right? So if you have more speaking practice, you're going to have more listening practice too, and you'll hear people with different accents from different places. So that's why I really always try to push people to practice speaking, because it usually helps with the other things that they want to learn about English too. All right, I see Varga says, hi, I'm from Transylvania. Oh, very cool. From Romania, yeah? Lana says, hello, Kris. Lana from Lebanon. Wow, we have so many people from all over the world. It's great. Lila says, please help me. I want to speak English, but don't have the program. Okay, well, you can just click the link that I sent in the chat, and you can join Everyday English and have speaking practice every day. Let's see. Mauricio says, hi, Kris. Can you teach about simple past and past progressive? Yeah. So it's not, I think it's rather easy. So let's look at it. So first of all, let's say that this is now. And in the past, we just have one event. And this event is finished. It's completely finished. This is past simple. Past simple. And it's finished at a specific time, a concrete time. It's just finished, completely finished. It will never happen again. Like if I say yesterday, yesterday will never happen again. Exactly that day will never happen again, right? So if I say yesterday, then the verb that I use after this will almost 100% be past simple, right? Because I won't be able to say that this thing continues or something like this. It's completely finished. Now, if we talk about past continuous or past progressive, as some people call it, then it's more like this. It's some kind of process in the past. It's not finished. We don't know the result. We don't have any result. And it's moving into the future, right? It's moving forward. So, for example, we could say, I was walking. So if we say I was walking, it doesn't tell us if I finish walking. It just puts us in the middle of this process. And also, past continuous is usually used about specific moments. Like at 3:45 yesterday, I was walking. So it tells us exactly about that one moment. But past simple is like an event that happened, it's finished completely, and that's it, and it's done. All right, I hope that explains it a little bit. Okay, let's go back to the comments here. Lots of people out. Hi from Romania, from Guatemala, from Ireland, wow, from Brazil. Wow, this is so cool. Vargas says, where can I start to learn English? So I have a program called Everyday English. I talk about it all the time. You're probably sick of hearing about it. I'm going to send the link in the chat right now again. And this is the program that I've created myself to help people learn how to speak and improve their English as quickly as possible. This is the best way that I know. So I see someone else asked the same question. So yes, great. I see hi from Jordan, from Morocco, from Myanmar, from Algeria. Whew, awesome. Diana says, hello from Armenia. Your everyday English is very good. Thank you for a good job. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, I see a question here. It says, can you explain about the articles at, in, on? So yes, I can, but first we need to know that at, in, and on are not articles, they are prepositions, right? When we talk about articles, we're talking about words like, when we talk about articles, we're talking about words like a, an, or the, but at, in, on, these are prepositions. Now, when we talk about at, in, and on, there's two different ways that we can use them. We can use them about time, and we can use them about place. Right? So these three prepositions we can use about time and about place. Now, there is a lot of specific rules that we need to know about them. We can go through some of them right now since someone's asking. But it's a lot to remember. And I already have a video about this on YouTube, so I suggest going over there. But basically, for time, what we can do is we can use a simple rule. Usually, it's going to follow this rule. Not always, but usually. So, for example, if we say at, then this is usually less than one day. Like at 5 o'clock, at noon. So at is usually less than one day. If we're talking about one day, we usually say on. And we can, on my birthday, on the 5th of September, on the first day of the month, we use on. If it's more than one day, then we use in, like in September, or in 1986, or in the beginning of the year. So this is about time. About place, we have some other rules that we need to remember. For example, on means that something is attached, like connected to it, right? So we can say the board is on the wall. The chair is on the floor. When we say in, it means inside of something, right? So it's like an area inside of another area. For example, I am in Florida. Florida is one area inside of the United States, which is another area. And when we say at, we're talking about a point inside of an area. So when we're at a specific restaurant or shop, then we usually say at, right? And at and in can sometimes be very close because at might be inside of a restaurant, and in is also inside of the restaurant. But if you are outside of the restaurant, but you're near it, you could say I'm at the restaurant, but you wouldn't say I'm in the restaurant, right? Because you're not inside. So this is just a very fast explanation, but I hope that helped. Okay, great. Let's see. Mario says, hello, Kris. This is Mario from Brazil. Is there demand for non-professional English teachers? I mean, somebody who knows English has a good professional career in the industry. Non-professional, I'm not sure if there's really a demand for that. But why not become a professional, right? What's stopping you? And I have a free teacher training program that shows you how to do that if you want to do that. So you can go to my website and go to teacher side. Okay, someone says, as a primary English teacher, should have a TEFL course or CELTA. Well, those are good courses. Okay, here's a good one. Ervin says, please help me, I can't speaking. Dude, come on, man. All I do is talk about how I help you speak. So go to Everyday English, where you can have 8 speaking lessons every day. That's 240 speaking lessons every month. And it's $49.99, so $50. So each lesson is like, super cheap, less than $1. So here's the link again. Okay, so many people coming on here. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let's see. People from Georgia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Romania. Excellent. From Bolivia. Great. Okay. I want to improve my speaking and listening. Could you give me some tips, please? So, I have a free seminar where I explain in detail what you should do in this case. So I would go to the website, krisamerikos.com, and go through that seminar. Great. Let's see. More phrasal verbs. So Miriam says, I need to know more about phrasal verbs, please. This is funny to me because on my YouTube channel, I have 366 videos about phrasal verbs. So if you go over to my YouTube channel, English with Kris Amerikos, then you'll find all of these videos about phrasal verbs. Like for an entire year, you can study them. All right. Sergio says, I'd like you to explain how to use grammatically phrasal verbs. I've heard these are separable and inseparable. Yeah, this is a good question. And again, I've explained it on my YouTube channel in my videos about phrasal verbs. But quickly, I can tell you that, yeah, there's basically 3 categories of phrasal verbs. There's ones that don't take any object, so they're not about anything else, and also cannot be separated. And there's another category that take an object and they still cannot be separated. Like, stand up would be an example of the first category, and the second category would be like get out of here. This would be a good example of the second category. So you can't move them. If you move the words, then it won't have the same meaning, right? You can't say get there out. If you do that, then it loses the meaning. And then the third category of phrasal verbs is ones where you can move them and they have an object. And most phrasal verbs are in that category. So yeah, that's the simple explanation. Okay, let's see. What's the next one? Brahmia says, I have studied English for 2 years but can't speak it fluently. What's the problem? By the way, I watch a lot of movies, podcast series, and I read sometimes magazines, books. What's the matter? Can you advise me? So, Brahmia, how much speaking practice do you have? That's the big question, right? How much speaking practice do you have? That's why I created the Everyday English program, because you can get all the speaking practice you want. And, right now we have the discount. Right now it's on sale. So I'm going to send that link again in the chat. For everybody who wants to get speaking practice, who wants to find a speaking partner, who wants to speak with professional teachers who can correct your mistakes, if that's what you want, then Everyday English is the perfect program. And it's the cheapest thing on the entire internet. I've checked. It's so cheap because there's 240 lessons every month right now. And when there's more students, we're going to add more lessons. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Next question. Tell me how to improve my speaking skills. So, again, this one. Okay, I think everybody is tired of me talking about everyday English. But if you want to improve your speaking skills, I suggest having more speaking practice and finding more speaking partners. Okay, Lana says, I've learned English at the British Council and I felt my language became better, but I forgot all that I've learned, how to keep all the information in my mind. Well, you have to use it, right? You have to make it active to activate the knowledge. But it can be difficult if you don't have people to speak with. So, great. Yeah, it happens, but we have to keep using it. Or, there's the phrase, use it or lose it. Excellent. All right. It's a great program, Kris. I really enjoy every lesson, Katerina says. Thank you so much, Katerina. Thanks for your support. All right. Well, everybody, right now I'm going to end this live video, but thank you so much for joining today. And because so many people joined today, because of you, I think I'm going to do this more often. And I would love to get your opinions about which days would be best and which times would be best to do these live videos with you in this group, in this community. So let me know what you think. Let me know which days and times are the best for you so that you can join when we have these live calls like this. Because I want to say thanks and show you that I'm here to help you with your English, for all the people who are in our group, in this English with Kris Amerikos community here on Facebook. All right. So thank you so much. And I see some people are saying, can you make live lessons? Yeah. So we have 8 live lessons every day. It's my Everyday English program. It's a speaking practice program. And I'm going to send the link one last time here in the chat. All right. So that's where you can find me, where we have lessons all the time. And, the next lesson is starting soon. So if you join now, then you can join the next lesson. But thank you so much. Have a great morning, evening, day, night, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.